Kenneth B, blue collar guy. So, what I just briefly showed you was my laundry situation in my apartment building in Montreal. As you can see, I live with a bunch of, I don't know how to describe it, people that just don't know how to do things properly. So, laundry machines are usually taken up. People dominate them all day. They're expensive to use. There's only 2 washers and 2 dryers. So I bought myself this. And I was wondering why they call it Pyle, because I was hoping that, well, I hope it's not a pile of crap. I thought that would be kind of ironic. So I've seen other videos. They're usually about a year old. So this is a new video. I have done about 6 loads of laundry with this thing, and it is smaller. Okay, so it's not going to be as big as the other things, but you also aren't sharing your machine with people who, as you can see in the video, are literally destroying it by putting too much stuff in the machine. For all I know, they're not even putting soap in there, so you're washing your clothes with other people's dirty stuff. This is more work a little bit because you gotta, I'm going to show you the process of doing laundry in a small apartment in Montreal. Also, I bought this Link Life dryer. So, it is actually a pretty cool dryer. It's even got a nice door latch on it. And it's stainless steel inside. All of this in the back, filter. Also, got a filter here. You only have to clean this one here out. I think it's like once a month. It's an intake filter. So it's got 2 filter systems. It's got one there and one there. I've been using this, and it a little bit of lid there. So it works good. How do I vent it? Got a vent hose hooked up to the back. That's my window. Open said window, put it out the window. I'm going to show you how that works too. So, anyways, I'm going to pause the video for now. So I'm going to get everything set up. So I also have these. These are called vibration sensors, or vibration dampers, sorry. So I put these underneath the washing machine because you're going to see where I wash it. So the problem with having a washing machine in an apartment is if the washing machine breaks and it floods and you don't have hookups, if you don't have insurance, you could pay for all that damage. So I'm going to show you how to avoid all of that. I already have a tenant's policy, but some tenant's policies don't cover that kind of damage. So I'm going to show you a foolproof way not having to worry about flooding, because when you buy stuff like this from China, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to break or flood and whatever. So I'm going to pause the video and show you how I do my laundry. Okay, we're back. So I've got my washing machine in the ideal setup. So should this machine fail or flood, then it's just going to drain into the tub. The tub holds more water than the machine, so you don't have to worry about it. So anyways, I have an industrial extension cord because it requires a 3-prong outlet, and if you're going to run it any length of distance, you should have a thicker cord. And I'm going to pause again to show you the machine in action. There is a drain hose here, and you can just leave that down because it has a drain switch. So when you go to drain this, drain that, drains. The spin always drains. So the reason why they have it so it goes up and down is in case you're using this on your countertops, you don't get water all over the place. But if you have it set up in a tub like I do, you can just leave it down. And when you're all done your laundry, then go from there. So it does have a water inlet, but I gotta tell you, that's a very slow way to fill this thing. You know, you'll be bored to tears using that. I use a bucket. It's a lot quicker. I'm gonna pause the video, show you it in action. Okay, so we're back, and it's washing. Now I think I may have overfilled it, but that's okay because it'll drain out the bottom anyway. So, but it won't fully drain unless I hit the drain dial. So, as you can see, you don't have to worry about getting any excess of water anywhere because you're doing it in the bathtub. No risk of flooding, damaging your apartment, having to deal with angry landlords. This is a really good setup, I think, for this type of thing. So what I usually do is I'll do 15-minute wash, and then I'll rinse it with cold water. I use just the Tide Pods. You can use any detergent you want, but try not to use too much. So I'll wash in warm water, then I'll rinse in cold water. So basically what a machine does, a regular machine. So it will wash for 15 minutes, then I will rinse and spin, and then wash again in just regular cold water to get all the rest of the soap out. And then I'll spin it one last time, and that's pretty much a load. So same as a regular machine. Regular machine, you're looking at 40 minutes, and you're looking at in around that area. So what I've done is, you can see I've got the vibration pads under here, under this cutting board, and that keeps it nice and quiet. I'm going to show you just how quiet that is, because if I come out here, the only thing you can really hear is my air conditioner. So you can watch TV or whatever and you're fine. And so anyways, if you overload the machines, you'll hear it struggle. It won't be able to spin everything around very good. It'll just kind of like twist and turn things a little bit. So when it does that, then you're in trouble. Just take out a few items of clothes, let it finish what it's got to do, and you have to put them back in. So you'll get to know how much you can put in after a while. So some things you can only put 1 or 2 items in, and some things you only put a few items in. Like I said, I've done about 6 loads with it. I'm fine so far. Some people have used these for like 2 years. They say don't put scalding hot water in there, but I put warm water in there. I guess you can also wash in cold if you really wanted to, but I find that the warm water brings out makes the soap work a little better. So anyways, I'm going to pause the video, and then I will show you the spin function after we get to that part. You cannot do a full load on the spin, you can only do partial load on the spin. Okay, we're back. So we're ready to drain. There's the drain, and as you can see, the water coming out is pretty dirty. So if you wanted to know if the little machine can scrub your clothes, the answer is 100% yes. And if I wanted to wash it even longer, I just reset the timer to 15 or 30 minutes. These machines, a guy did a review on this versus a full-size machine. You can actually get your clothes cleaner with this machine. Why? Because you can wash as many times as you want. You can spin as many times as you want, for longer if you want. So if you have something you really want to spin it good, so that it doesn't have to spend so much time in the dryer, you can do that. So because you're more involved in the process, you can actually get cleaner clothes. So if you have expensive clothes, this may also be an option for you. But for me, it's just because of the nonsense that I see downstairs, and I am so tired of it. So this machine here, I think, was $280. Doesn't use a lot of electricity. $4 a year, I think it is. Yearly cost, $4, so negligible. The pain and suffering would have been worth lots more than that, in my opinion. So, I have drained the water out. I'm going to dump a full bucket with my utility bucket with some fresh water just to get some more soap out, and then I'm going to spin, show you the spin, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so ready to spin. This little disc comes with it. The reason why you have it is to keep your load balanced when you're spinning so it doesn't vibrate. You take it, you push it down like so. You can wash and spin at the same time, by the way. And you turn this on 5 minutes. Once it gets going, as you can see, it quiets down quite a bit. So it's a little noisy at first when it first winds up, but I'm going to just show you. And the vibration pads, by the way, help with that. So I come out here, I don't even hear it, okay? And I don't even have the door closed all the way. So you're not going to disturb your neighbors. And that's the other reason why I bought the vibration pads, in case I had to do lots of laundry. So anyways, as soon as it's done spinning, I'm going to put it back in here. Well, I got to spin this one, and then I'm going to put it back in there. Do a clean wash with just clear water, then final spin, and then do the dryer. So if you were wondering how powerful the machine is, it actually broke my mask. So don't wash these little plastic pieces in with your mask. I didn't disconnect them, and look, it shattered them. So it got it clean though, fairly clean. This mask was absolutely black from the dust at work. I did clean it, so that's how clean it got, the mask. And that's without the second wash. That's just the one wash. So luckily for me, I have 2 other masks, so I'm fine. But that was my stupidity. I should have disconnected these and then did it separately. I just kind of threw it in with the rest of the clothes. So that's how good the agitator is. If the agitator is strong enough where it can do that, then you know that it's powerful enough to clean your clothes. Okay, so we're done the final, well, not the final spin, but the rinse spin, I suppose. And now we're just washing out the rest of the remaining soap. So we're just getting if there's any dirt left or whatever. And should the water still be really dirty, you can just do it. You don't have to spin it again, but you can just add more water and wash out that dirt, and then go from there. So that's why your clothes can get cleaner with this type of process, because I think in some cases being more involved with your laundry is not necessarily a bad thing. So as soon as we're done all the spinning, I'll show you the dryer. Okay, so I'm just showing you that you can wash and spin at the same time. So once you're done your spinning on your first, or your last cycle I should say, you can start entering your other load. And washing the shirts. So, alright, well, next stop will be the dryer, because this will be done very soon. Okay, so now we're ready to put things in the dryer. So this is basically what a load of that holds. So be it that shirts or pants, so it'll be like a couple pairs of pants, maybe 1 or 2 pairs of jeans. I don't like to overload it because I just like it to not struggle so much. I want it to really spin it and wash it and scrub it around. So anyways, now we're going to do the dryer. So the dryer will hold everything, no problem. And just throw that in there. Sorry, one-handed operation here. Okay, put that in there. I usually turn it on 180. I gotta open the window. Take my vent. You can vent it inside your apartment, but I don't recommend it just because the steam will be a bit much And I just close that a bit. Keeps the vent from coming inside. In the wintertime, you could make a little thing to keep out the cold air, but you're not really opening your window a lot. And this is generating heat regardless. So I believe it's rated for 830 watts, which doesn't sound like a lot, but believe it or not, it gets the clothes as hot as a regular dryer. Like when you pull them out early before the cool down, they're hot. One thing I will let you know is they say don't do multiple loads in a row. There's a thermal fuse in this machine. So what will happen is it'll shut off. You have to unplug it for 30 minutes and then it'll reset. It's not going to break, but it's just not meant for constant use. So what I usually do is between loads I wait about 20 minutes and then that'll let the machine cool down internally and then I can throw in the next load. Minor thing, really minor inconvenience. If you're in a super big hurry, then I could see it being a problem. But yeah, so in short, in conclusion, the big comforter that I have here will probably have to use a regular machine because it's not going to fit into that one. Is this a workable solution? If you live in Montreal and you live in a small apartment and you've seen the laundry situation where you have very little machines and a lot of people trying to use them, yes, this is a very good solution. I have work shirts that I need for work and things like that, so it's important that we get that done, and you don't want to be stressed out doing it. So you can get set up completely, washer, dryer, roughly around 800 bucks, which is about half of what you would pay if you got regular washing machines, because a regular washer and dryer run you about $2,000. So yeah, they can do more laundry in one shot, but you're paying for that too. At $5 for a load to do downstairs, this machine and that machine will have paid for itself in less than 2 years, because there are going to be days where you're going to need to wash more clothes, like in the winter. So in China, they use small washers all the time, which is why I think the reliability on that washing machine is actually going to be pretty good, because if they're using it for their own use in China where the machines are made, they're not going to build something that isn't going to last. And I believe this is also from China too. So I like it. It's a nice, as you can see, it's not noisy. Nothing. I was surprised about how quiet they really were. So I'm kind of hard of hearing anyway, but I've talked to other people and they say they're really, really quiet. So anyways, that's my video. Hopefully you liked my little journey of the Montreal laundry and how to do it if you're sick of trying to find a machine or just trying to get in there and do your laundry, and if you're tired of that kind of stress. So I hope this helps. If it does, hit like and subscribe. I have more videos on other things. So everything I do, I buy with my own money, and so I'm not going to waste my money, therefore I'm not going to waste your money. Alright, so take care, and see you in the next video. Bye.